Hello, everyone. On this podcast episode, I'm going to talk about, the Bible and God. And I'm going to talk, I'm going to tell you to be very careful who you listen to, you know. The Bible warns you that within a group of people, right? The devil will be there. The spreader of misinformation and lies will be there, you know. Many atheists always wonder, why do if God is so great, if Christians are so great, why are they always doing evil? But one, the Bible already tells you that they make the atheists always making this make the assumption that the Bible doesn't know that Christians are capable of doing evil. They're assuming that the Bible doesn't tell Christians that be careful, there will be evil people in this world, whether they're Christians or not. The only reason why you don't see that many atheists doing evil is because there aren't that many atheists in the population. There aren't that many atheists. So just because there aren't that many atheists does not mean they're kind people or they're kinder than Christians. It doesn't mean that. If you follow these atheist community, you see them always infighting. They're always fighting amongst themselves, just like everybody else. They like to, act as if they're better than you, but they're not. Not in any single way. They're not better than a single human being on this planet Earth. It may even be worse because they don't have a God, to teach them. They don't have a Bible to teach them wisdom. They don't have anyone to guide them towards wisdom. The Bible is there as a guide, and the Bible teaches you to be very careful of who you call friends, to be very careful of who you hang around with. Not everyone in this world will be kind to you, and not everyone in this world will speak the truth. It's easier to lie in this world than it is to tell the truth. It's easier to fall than it is to climb back up. This is how this world works. Gravity can easily pull you down and you'll fall. But when you climb back up, you go against gravity. And that follows the rules of this world as well. It's easy to fall for lies. It's easy to be scammed. It's very easy to be scammed by others. This is why the government is always warning you about scams. Every few months, they send out, warnings that a new scam, is happening here or, in this region or Y, X or Y. The Bible warns you that amidst a group of people, the devil will show up. The entire Bible warns you that not everyone will be kind. And just because someone calls himself a Christian does not mean he's a Christian. Just because someone calls themselves your friend does not mean they're your friends. And this is just how this world works. There are good people in this world and there are evil people in this world, whether they call themselves Christian or not, whether they call themselves Muslim or not, whether they call themselves Jews or not. There'll be kind folks and there'll be cruel folks. And and there's too many examples of this in the Bible. At the very beginning of the Bible, Adam and Eve, two good people, right? Were minding their own business in the Garden of Eden, right? The devil showed up. In a garden where all the good things, occur, the devil will show up. In the Bible, when God called all his children, the devil still showed up. Even when Jesus was walking the earth, minding his own business, preaching the gospel, the devil still showed up. The devil will always show up in the midst of people. That's why the devil is called the adversary, your adversary. In the midst of people, whether they're good or bad, the devil will always be there, whispering in your ears, whispering inside your mind, telling you to be corrupt, forcing you to be evil. God honors your free will Because God honors your free will, you have the choice to do whatever you want in this world, including being a kind person or an evil person. Whether you're a Christian or not, you always have the free will to do whatever you want. But just because you have the free will does not mean there aren't any consequences to your actions. Every action in this world has consequences. It has consequences. So if you fall for lies, if you fall for the lies of atheists, if you fall for the lies of these pretentious Christians, the ones who pretend to be Christians, but when everyone's praying, they're mocking you. When people speak of God, they start mocking you. These fake Christians who only call themselves Christian, but never behave like Christians. They're not kind to others. They do not treat others well. They're always cruel. They're always evil. They're always betraying their friends and family members. But yet they still call themselves Christian. So you believe it. A Christian is a follower of Christ. If you don't follow the words of Christ, you're not a Christian. No matter how many times you call yourself a Christian, it won't change that fact. And Christ tells you to be kind to others, to forgive others, to treat people with basic dignity and respect. That's what Christ does. Treat people with basic dignity and respect. It means respecting their free will. That's what Christ does. Respect the free will of others. And not many people do that. So just because they call themselves Christian, does not mean they're Christian. And the Bible already tells you that. It's not like it's a new concept that the Bible doesn't know about. The entire Bible warns you that in the midst of good people, the devil will always show up. The devil will be there. So you better be careful who you hang around with, because the mindset of the devil is a forceful mindset. They'll try to force you to sin. They will try to force you to sin. The evil people in your life will try to force you to sin. They will tell you that you must be evil in this world. You must be corrupt. You must betray your friends. You must betray your family members. You must do everything or anything for money. Killing your friends is fine, as long as you make, there are benefits for it. Killing your family members are fine, as long as there's, monetary benefits for it. Killing your children is fine, as long as there are, monetary benefits for it. It's not only is it fine, but you must do it. This is the mindset of the devil. When the devil tries to convince you of something, it won't give you an option to say no. It'll tell you that you must do it. This is how the devil convinces people. It does it by force. You must sin in this world. That's the mindset of the devil. It'll tell you that you must sin. You must harm others. You must betray your friends. You must betray your family members. This is a world of the survival of the fittest. Evolution rules this world. Darwinism rules this world. If you don't kill your friends and family members, they'll kill you in the future. If you don't harm your parents, they'll harm you in the future. You must kill people. You must harm your friends. You must betray those who love you the most. You must betray those who care about you the most. You must be the fittest, the fittest person in society. It's only the fittest survive. In the world of the devil, only the fittest survive. Only the strongest survive. And in order to be the strongest, you must be the cruelest. You must betray your friends. Betray those who are closest to you. Those who help you the most are those who you must betray first. Those who love you the most are those who you must kill first. Harm everyone around you. Make sure you're the strongest. Make sure you're the fittest. Make sure you're the best. You must always be the best. No matter how you get there, you must always be the best. And the best is the cruelest person in the world. The evilest person in the world is the best. So if you want to be the best, you must be evil. You must kill your parents, kill your friends, and kill your family members. If the old and weak must be what? Called. They must be removed from society. Because only the strongest survive. Only the fittest survive. If you're old, if your parents are old, get rid of them. Your children are old, get rid of them. If women are weak, rape and kill them. They're too weak to survive. Because they're too weak to survive, there's no need for you to have any compassion towards them. Only the strong should survive in this world. Those who treat you well, betray them. It doesn't matter how well they treat you. Betray them before they betray you. That's how the devil, convinces people. They will tell you that you must do evil. You must be evil. You must be corrupt. You must rule with deception and cruelty. You must rule by pure evil and lies. This is how the devil convinces people. And this is how evil people work. They believe you must be evil in this world to survive. Because they believe that, they always betray their friends and family members. They always treat everyone badly. They're the ones who would kill their girlfriend or boyfriend for no reason whatsoever, just for the pleasure of being stronger than them. Because killing your own friends and family members, for some reason in their twisted mind, proves that they are stronger. Betraying your friends somehow in their twisted mind proves that they're better than them. Killing children in their twisted mind proves that they're stronger than children. But what's the point of being stronger than children? They're just innocent children without any power. They rely on you to protect them. But instead of protecting them, you betray them instead. But this is what you need to watch out for. In this world, there are a lot of cruel people in this world. And they'll use science. They'll use evolution as a fact. They'll twist it and use it, to convince you to be an evil person just like them. And many of these people call themselves Christian. They call themselves Christian, but yet still use evolution as an excuse to what? Betray those who are close to them. Harm those who help them the most. Kill those who love them. They use science as an excuse to kill their own friends and family members. Because that's the devil, that's the devil's mindset. The devil does not want you to believe that God exists. Because once you believe that God exists, you know that your evil choices have consequences. You will pay for every evil deed you do in this world. You always pay for it. But the devil doesn't want you to know that. He wants you to believe that doing evil has no consequences. He wants you to believe that being evil has no consequences. And in the midst of good people, the devil will always show up. The devil will always be among them. In a group of friends, the adversary will always be there. In a group of righteous men, the adversary will always be there. And that's what you need to be careful of. In this world filled with Christians, filled with religious folks, right? There'll be people who will teach you the truth. Christians who will teach you the truth, and Christians who will lie to you. There are Christians who are there to help you learn how the Bible works, help you learn the words of God. And there are Christians whose only job is to spread deception and misery. The only job is to divide and conquer. The only job is to control the masses. They don't care about you. They only use Christianity as a way to seize power, to become more powerful than everyone else. They want to rule this world using cruelty, using deception. And the best way is to pretend to be a Christian. The best way to lead a Christian astray is to pretend to be a Christian. Because a Christian will never listen to the devil if the devil comes to their doorstep and tells them, hey, I am the devil. Would you listen to the devil if the devil comes to you and tells you, hey, I am the devil, and I want you to do this? You must do this. No, you will never listen to them. You will never listen to the devil or an evil person. So how do you think an evil person will convince you? How do you think the devil is going to convince you to do evil? By pretending to be just like you. Only by pretending to be just like you will the devil be able to convince you to go astray. Only by pretending to be just like you will the devil slowly find his way into your heart and use that leverage to corrupt you and force you to do evil just like them, just like him. This is why he's called the adversary. This is why he's your adversary. He will pretend he's your best friend until the day he betrays you. He will pretend he cares about Christianity until the day he betrays Christianity. And this is what you need to be careful of in life. There are good people in this world, and there are evil people in this world. There are good people in this world, and there are evil people in this world. And the more evil a person is, the more deceptive that person is. The more the person pretends to be something they're not. And this is what you need to be careful of. This world is filled with a lot of evil. And there's a lot of evil people in this world. Because they're evil, they will never show you their true colors until the moment they betray you. They will never tell you who they truly are until the moment they betray you. If you think all Christians are good, read your Bible. The Bible is warning you. It's been warning you from the very beginning to the very end. Amongst a group of good people, amongst the righteous, the devil will show up. That's what the devil does. That's the devil's job. He isn't getting paid for it, but it's a job he chose to do. Why? Because misery loves company. If the devil suffers, think about it from the mindset of the devil. Misery loves company. If the devil suffers, he wants you to suffer. If the devil feels pain, everyone around him must also feel pain. If the devil can never go to heaven, everyone must never get to the gates of heaven ever again. That's the mindset of the devil. If he has to live a life of misery and torment, everyone else must also live a life of misery and torment as well. No one gets to go, he doesn't want anyone to have a free pass to heaven. If he suffers, you must also suffer. When he feels pain, you must also feel pain. When his life is miserable, your life must also be miserable. That's the mindset of the devil. He doesn't care about the truth. He doesn't care that this world is ruled by God. He wants you to forget God. Because when you forget God, you forget your humanity. When you believe that this world isn't governed by God, you forget your basic humanity. You forget that you get punished for evil in this world. You get punished for being evil in this world. And you get rewarded for being a good person in this world. And that's what the devil doesn't want you to know. He wants you to believe that this world is a world ruled by the survival of the fittest. That only the strongest and the evilest survive. That's what the devil wants you to know. That no one has your back in this world. Not your friends, not your family members, not even God. And because no one has your back, why not betray everyone? Why not kill everyone? Why not destroy this world, bring it to the ground, burn it into ashes, and then create a new world from its ashes? Break this world apart, destroy everything you know, everything you love, everything you care about. Break it down. Burn it to the ground. Then create a new, crueler and eviler world from its ashes. That's the mindset of the devil. Because if he has to suffer, you must also suffer too. If he lost everything he loved, you must also you must also lose everything you love. If he betrayed all his friends, you must also betray all your friends. If he betrayed those who loved him the most, you must also betray those who love you the most. You must be just like the devil. You must suffer just like him. Your life must be ruined just like his was. That's the mindset of the devil. And that's what you need to be careful of. Misery loves company. Among a group of Christians, there will always be one who's evil. There will always be one who will lead you astray. And those people always love to pretend they're Christians. They pretend, they may be, the ones who pretend to be, the most Christian out of everyone. The one who pretends to be the most sinless person in this world is probably the one with the most sins. Because lying is a sin. Faking your emotions and pretending to be a Christian, pretending to be something you're not, is a sin. And this is what you need to be careful of in life. There are sinners in this world, and the more they sin, the eviler they become. And the eviler they become, the more they love pretending to be the kindest person in the world, when they're not. The evilest person in the world is Satan. Yet Satan is also the most beautiful angel in heaven, the most beautiful creature in the world, the most perfect looking creature in the world. But behind that perfection, behind that saintly appearance is pure evil. Because if his life is ruined, your life must be ruined too. That's his mindset. If he has to go to hell, you must go to hell too. If he never experiences heaven ever again, you must too. Misery always loves company. So never fall for the lies of atheists. Never fall for the lies of the evil Christians who will tell you they're Christians, but they're truly not. Who tell you they love God, but they never did. Do not fall for these lies, because that's how the angels fell. They fell for lies. That's why they're fallen angels. They fell for lies and deception. Do not fall for lies and deceptions. You're a child of God. You are a child of God. Follow the words of the Bible. Follow God. Ignore these liars, because they will pay for their own sins. Lying itself is a sin, and this is what you need to be careful of. There are a lot of Christians in this world who will pretend to be Christians when they're not. There are a lot of Christians, out there teaching you to betray God. There are Christians out there teaching you to betray God, to betray Christ, to betray the Bible, and they still call themselves Christian. So you have to be very careful who you hang around with. You have to be very careful, who you believe, because not everyone is telling the truth. Not everybody is telling the truth. Amongst a group of righteous men, the devil will always show up. So that's it for today's podcast episode. I pray for everyone's safety and understanding. Amen.